In this section of the course, we're going to be covering the use of sound in Flash. Sound in Flash comes in two general types: streaming sound and event sound. Streaming sounds are usually longer sounds like music that download as they play, and we can choose to synchronize visual animation to them. Event sounds, on the other hand, are usually preloaded, and we generally use them for short things like button noises, sound effects, things like that. Now, before we get started, one thing I should point out here is that sound is very easy to overuse. Gone are the days when it was okay to put automatic background music and all kinds of sound effects in your Flash. These days, viewers tend to prefer having the choice about these things, as oftentimes they're already playing music of their own. Don't get me wrong, sound is great. It's just bad form to attack unsuspecting viewers with it before they have a chance to react. Another thing to keep in mind is that sound files can be big, and as always, it's a concern when we slow down the movie download. Streaming sounds aren't too bad because if done properly, they can download as the viewer is watching your visual content. But long event sounds embedded in your Flash is usually a no-no. Okay, importing sound files is easy enough, and that's what we're going to do right now. I've included the file sound1.mp3 in your work files, and to import this, choose File, Import, and Import to Library. Select the file here, and now we can see that it's been added to our library. Placing sound in our Flash movies is a little bit different than bringing in things like photos and video. For starters, we don't drag anything onto the stage. Instead, we add sound to a keyframe using the Properties panel. We need to add separate layers for this, and in actual fact, it's recommended to use a separate layer for each sound in your movie. This keeps everything simple, with less chance of things interfering with each other. So, on a new layer, look down in the Properties panel and you'll see a Sound section. The top drop-down list is where we choose our sound. All of your imported sounds should show up here. As long as you have already imported sound1.mp3, you'll see it, and you can select it. The appearance of the keyframe here changes now to signify that sound has been added to it, and depending on your view options over here, you'll probably see a little bit of a preview of the sound. And that's going to be it for this lesson. In the next one, we're going to start looking at ways we can control this sound.